all I'm thinking is if I start producing big hay bales, big silage bales, or at least, yeah, big hay bales, medium-sized silage bales, and big straw bales, the math should work out that they all create a good mix, but they won't fit in this mix wagon. So I may want to get the bigger one. Which would then mean only one mix per time for the cows. Okay, that's done. I should check the straw levels, yes. I mean, at the moment I can use the big straw bales for bedding, but yeah, we've got more than enough in the cows. We've got more than enough in the horses. Need to go to productions. Eggs, we don't have any. Wool. Takes a little while to update, but we've got 73%, so I must have sold the eggs recently. Or are they on sale? No, they're on storing. So let's change the wool to selling. I will stick the tractor in the shed for now. I now have things with engines. I have the truck, I have the John Deere 8R, the Case Puma, the Case Farmall, and the White. And obviously the John Deere S Series Harvester. So that's all we've got at the moment. Okay. I'm guessing the wool will sell when time clicks over by an hour. So I'm going to speed up time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. We just made all the money. Materials missing. Yes, they are. Change output mode. Change output mode. Don't know what that means. That probably means I just don't have any wool in there. So give it a couple of minutes and we'll have the next round of sheep wool. As for us, we can sleep until October 4. Don't need much of a day, so we'll do this. And then we'll go jump in the case and drag those bales off. I think I've got, I want to say 42, which would be a full 24 plus, oh, there it is. A full 24 on the wagon plus 18, which is 3 less than we got last harvest. Spring, I think I want to cut hay and top up the hay that we have in the bale shed. Because if I do that, then we're setting ourselves up for the big mixer wagon. Okay, one. Yes. So I am going to jump out and check the bales that we have. These should now all be silage. And silage. Why, actually, here's a plan. I am going to completely fill up the wagon here. Maybe at the end of the stream, not right now. Okay, I am going to sell 24 of these. I'm then going to unload all of the silage bales that are currently in the hay barn, or the bale storage shed, and I'm going to put what we have left over here in that shed. Just means that I can get all the things done. But we can start progressing on to bigger bales in the mix. Since we have the bigger baler. I would like to get a square baler, and I would like to swap out a wrapper for the wrapper that does square and round bales. That way we can actually do contracts for baling, because not all contracts want round bales. And if they want square silage bales, then yeah, need the square wrapper. That was the problem I had. I got a silage wrapping or a bale wrapping contract, and all the bales on the field were square. I just have a bale wrapper that can only do round ones. So the plan there is basically to make sure we've got equipment we can do all of the contracts with. Keep an eye on the creek there, just make sure there's no bales in it. Yeah, how are we doing? That's 17. Oh, I also didn't take a look what's in. We now have 262,000 litres of sorghum, 147 at soybeans, and 151 straw, 210 sugar beets, and the wheat is just for the chickens. So that will be a lot of income over winter. I think the first hit will be sugar beets. Our best sell time is December, so we're currently in October. Now, the other thing that's happening this week, I've got to go and get an injection in my back on Friday. So I'm taking the day off because it's a midday trip, and I can either take I can't take half days off because that's what company contract says, which is kind of silly, because if I could take half a day off, then I'd work in the morning. But no, I can't take half a day off, so I have to take an entire day off or do things in my lunchtime. I can't drive 60 miles and do a 30-minute doctor's appointment and eat my lunch in an hour. That's just not possible. So it's like I have to take the entire day off because my doctor is so far away. But that does mean I've got the entirety of Friday off. So since this map has been updated twice since we started this save, I am going to, as soon as I finish this stream, I'm going to update the map. Then I'm going to see what that screwed up, because it does recommend that you start a new game save if you update the map for the first update. Second update was just minor things that doesn't matter. But it does mean I've got the entirety of this coming week, or most evenings this week, plus all day Friday, to get the what you see to where we are now. Now, it might not say year 3, we might be back to year 1. Obviously, all of these bits, all of the statistics will be reset. But at the very least, the farm will have money, the farm will have vehicles, I won't add anything new or take anything off. And hey, if the patch doesn't screw up what we're doing, then we just keep going. I mean, the thing, I don't own any productions except for the wool and egg storage. So it's just, I think this coming week will be the best time to do the map update. It will get rid of that annoying glitch on the bridge just shy of the BGA, which could be an important thing to fix if I plan to buy the VGA and then put silage and slurry in it and turn that into digestate. Then do a little bit more green farming. I have to press a button here. I think that one. No, that one. Yes. So that's the plan for the coming week. As it comes to my other time killer, World of Warships, I have now completed all of the long-term missions and short-term missions for this month. They had a dockyard event running where if you do complete it, you get a free ship. You just have to put in the time. Completed all the missions for that. There was a couple new missions this week. All of those are done. So literally all I have to do is what do I have to do? All I have to do is one mission a day to earn my 150 tokens to get gold. And one mission takes like 10-15 minutes. So log in, do a mission, you're done. Go do something else. So that's my big time killer. When they have massive sort of multi-mission objectives, that takes time. But I'm done with them all. Does help when you can work multiple. Yeah, you can take multiple missions and it's sort of, okay, this one I need to do, 200,000 damage to enemy ships. This one I have to do 120,000 damage to enemy ships. Well, they're stackable. I have to do 200,000, I complete them both. And if I do 120, the first one completes and I'm 60% of the way to the second one. So that's, as I said, that's all done. They just have the, you need to sign on once a day and play one battle. You don't even have to win it, you just have to play one battle. Okay. So you pick the shortest possible battle type, go in, try and win it. If you don't win it, doesn't matter, you still get the reward. So, yay. I think, what are we looking at? 1st of December, so we've got another 2 weeks. 2 weeks and then to Wednesday. And the new missions will load. So then I've got, a little bit more demand on my time. But for the rest of November, all I really need to worry about is farming. Okay. As I said, I'll check later. That button there is the unfold button. Okay. So we'll grab all of these. I'm not even sure I want to spray these fields. And the reason I say that is because I don't know if if I load the changed map, whether that's going to screw up field states and everything else. We need to lime every field, we need to spray the grass field, and we need to cultivate and seed and all of the things on all of the arable fields. So until that's done, or until I've downloaded the map change, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Okay, so these bales are, I believe, 5,500 litres. So I'm going to dump these in the bale barn. And then we'll grab all the small ones and sell those. So at least we get a little something extra. We're already up to 217. That's good. And there's kind of, so I've already spoken. I need the square baler, and I need to swap my wrapper to the one that does square round bales. That's easy enough. There is also a planter that is capable of planting without cultivating, which would improve our environmental score by quite significant margins, especially since we plant most of our crops. The only ones we use a seeder for is the wheat and or oats, depending on whether the horses need food or not. I mean, they're both equivalent. I don't need a lot of it. It's just chicken food. So all I really care about is we'll do we plant oats every couple of years. I'll plant wheat every year, and then we'll sell off what wheat we don't use by the next year. Try not to hit the wall. That should get us in the right spot. But I also want a seeder or a planter that will plant without cultivating. We'll keep the cultivator because the cultivator is useful for something. What's the cultivator useful for? Contracts. We like doing contracts because on this map they pay extraordinarily well. And then there's something else I want to buy. A lime spread. I don't have a lime spreader. So I would like, forgot to check new things. We've already got one of those. That's a tiny square baler. So equipment I would like to get is planters. I believe this one doesn't require cultivating. It's quite expensive, but that would be a good thing for the farm, and we could make use of that in spring because we're planting all spring crops. As far as seeders are concerned, we have that one, which doesn't need previous cultivating. So we can seed stuff, but we don't seed a lot of crop, is the problem. Manure spreaders, fertilizer spreaders. That's 92 for 15.6. That's 112 for 25, and that's 78 for 15.6, but I can update it to 18. What happens if I do extension full? Oh, just one. 80,000, and that gets you 18, close to 19. So potentially one of those three, and if they come up on sale, that would be a good thing. That one doesn't do lime. That one does lime, but it's tiny. That one doesn't do lime, and that one's just way too small. So getting something like this, or this would be a good thing because it allows us to spread lime, and we are going to go through lime quite quickly. This one has a whoa, where did that go? Has a lime grabber on the back, so you can scoop lime off the ground. Now, I'm probably not going to be using lime on the ground, so probably not going to look at getting that one. Probably look at getting the John Deere because it's a John Deere and the farm is significantly John Deere-ish. The Breedle's nice, it's not as big. This one is bigger, it's more expensive. But anyway, lime spreader, need one of those. Probably going to want a slurry tank at some point, not this year. What was the other thing I want? Oh, down in balers. I would like a square baler. Really doesn't matter which one. Case would be good. Crone would fit. Yeah, maybe the case one. Although, well, 167. Yeah, they're not that expensive. So one of those would be good. It does the 3 sizes. Wrappers, I need to get rid of that, which is 27,000. Get one of those. That would be a big startup point. I could then do any baling contract. Doesn't matter if I have square bales or round bales. Okay, let's run over here and silage. I want the 3,500 litre silage unloaded. So 3,500 litre silage. Get 24 of them. Oof. Okay. And then we'll get this truck loaded and take them down to the bale sell point. I probably won't do the last 3. The last 3 is a waste of time. Oh, and that was the other thing we needed, obviously. So the other thing we want is animals forage mixers. We currently have this one, which is 24,000 litres. This one is 35 to 45. So we will be able to fit big bales in that. It's 240